Greetings and welcome back to this next installment of DEI in About Five, brought to you by Sweet Ransom Diversity Consulting, and I am Robin Sweet Ransom. All right, so last time we talked about what is the reason behind the DEI backlash. Where, oh, where did DEI go wrong? And I shared with you that majority of the backlash is coming from straight white Christian males. And when we left off, I said that I would unpack for you the four-letter word that is at the heart of this backlash. Are you ready to hear what that word is? I know you are. So give me a drum roll, please. All right, here we go. False. Wait a minute. Didn't she just say a four-letter word? I did. Hold on. False evidence appearing real. You see what I did there? I turned the word fear into an acronym. But think about it. At the heart of fear, isn't it false evidence appearing real at times? And so let's go further with that. I love this picture. Fear, a dark room where negatives are developed. And for those of you who may have a photography background, remember the days when you had to develop your film in a dark room and you're waiting to see what images will appear? Well, fear is similar. You know, we can go to a place, a dark place, where the negatives, every negative thing pops up in our mind that we imagine could happen. And let's go further. Fear happens when people just don't understand something. People fear what they don't understand, right? You can be afraid of, you hear a noise on the other side of the door. You hear glass crash. You're like, okay, what's going on? Fear pops in and your imagination begins to run wild. And before I go back to that analogy, let's go further and talk about the fear that white Christian straight males fear. They are afraid of loss of status, position, and a way of life. They're afraid of being told that only diverse talent can be promoted from here on out. Time out for white males. And these white guys feel like DEI teaches that they're bad people, like every horrible thing that's happened is their fault and it's on their shoulders. And they're afraid of just saying the wrong thing or being labeled a racist. So, what is the antidote, or what is the inoculation for fear? Well, before I go into that, let me go back to the example I gave. So I hear this noise, this glass crashing, and I'm alone in the home, so I'm nervous. But I open up the door, and guess who it is? My husband just walked in. He tripped over the rug and he dropped the glass that he was holding. No big deal, right? My knowledge is what is going to pierce that fear. And so, same with the fear that our Christian white straight males are feeling. Education is the inoculation for fear. And let's unpack this further. Let's go back to our childhood, would you? And think about when you're waiting to be picked to play on a team, whether it be a team for your school where the coach is picking the teammates, or whether it's one of your peers picking teammates. So you're sitting there, you're anxious, you can't wait to be picked. And then your peer, they pick someone and it's not you. And you say, oh, that's okay. That was their best friend. That makes sense. Then they pick the second person and it's not you. They pick the third person and it's not you. What is going on with you? Your heart is in your throat and you're wondering if you're going to be picked at all. What happens if you don't get picked at all, or you're the last one picked? Your self-esteem plummets. And you can relate to this little boy. He'll say, I was the last one picked for kickball. He's so upset. Or let's flip the paradigm and say you're the one with the power and you're picking the teammates. And everyone's saying, pick me, pick me, pick me, like in this picture here. So you have the power to discern or decide who you want to be on your team and why, and who you don't want to be on your team and why. But why am I using this example? That is because this is how some Christian white straight males feel about DEI initiatives. they feel like they won't get picked at all, or they're going to be the last one picked. Can you empathize with them? And so next time, we are going to explore more of the feelings that they're experiencing that help us understand why there's this backlash. We're going to unpack that further, and I'm going to give you the inoculation for that fear and then show you how SRD has the secret sauce, because we recognize that together we can change the world. And remember, DEI plus you, and that is the Christian straight white male, equals solutions. Join me next time on DEI in about 5.